So ladies, anyone that just had a baby, do not be surprised that if you're asked to do a questionnaire several times after the baby is born. They will bombard you so many times with these questions, and don't, just take your time answering the questions, and, don't get upset, but they're just doing their job because they have to make sure that you do not have postpartum depression, because it's a very serious thing, especially after you have a baby. I know with my first child, I was going through it. I even lied on these questionnaires and said I didn't have postpartum. Well, I just lied and said I felt fine, but they knew that I was not fine. And I knew I wasn't fine either, but I didn't know what the heck was going to happen because I thought it was all in my head. Like, oh, I had really terrible thoughts about a lot of stuff after my baby was born. And I thought it was just normal. Like, I don't even know. Like, I didn't think anything of it. So I just answered the questionnaire and I was not telling the truth, but they still knew I wasn't telling the truth. So they sent me to a therapist. Therapist said I had postpartum depression. It just led down a really rough road after that, but it helped me get on track. So don't be ashamed if you do, feel a certain type of way. Be truthful when you answer these questions, because they're gonna know either way. So don't be surprised if every appointment you go to with the baby, even a baby's appointments, they ask you these questions. They make you fill out a questionnaire. I get these in my emails. Like, I'm not even joking. They even email me these questions like every week. Because, again, they want to make sure that you are taking care of your baby as best as you can, and you don't have any depression, because it could be very serious and lead down a really, really dark road you do not want to go down if you don't take care of it. And please surround yourself with positive people, because there will be some people out here that will literally say, oh, you are going through postpartum just because you're doing something that they may not like, or that, you're taking care of your baby a way that you think is best taking care of your baby as long as it's safe and, it's probably recommended by the doctor, but they don't agree with it. Don't listen to them, because honestly, that's making your situation worse. And people don't seem to realize that that's actually not helping, because that's making things worse for the mom. You're putting this pressure on her, and now you're putting these thoughts in her head like, dang, am I actually depressed? Am I taking care of my baby properly? Am I doing this right? Don't do that to people. If you think that someone's going through something, you should just hold their hand and say, hey, I think we should see somebody, about what's going on with you ever since you had the baby. Let's just make sure you're okay. Something like that. Like, don't just sit there and say, hey, you have depression. You need to, that's not okay. But at the end, I'm just saying, don't be surprised that you're going to be asked these questions a million times. Be truthful to them, because again, they will pick up on when you're not being truthful, because they can tell they're trained in this. Okay?